Ik heb vandaag de eer om Fletcher aan de tand te voelen van Pennywise. Hi Fletcher, you just woke up?
Yes, just woke up 5 minutes ago.
Power nap, is that necessary before a gig?
Yes, it's always necessary before you get, because when you don't sleep, you definitely need to take a power nap occasionally.
Okay, that's good. But congratulations on All or Nothing. It's the 10th studio album, and it's the first album with a new singer, Zolly. So, I guess this title is one with a story behind, All or Nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of like All or Nothing. You got 20 years of an old singer, Jimmy, who everybody knows. It's kind of like everyone's like, okay, this is going to fail. They were my favorite band, you know, how can they do this? And so the song All or Nothing, we didn't really write it about our situation, but it wound up being about our situation at the same time. So we just decided that was the title track, and it's kind of like in life, if you get put up against the wall in the corner, you go full bore, or you do nothing. And we you know, came out swinging, and we're pretty proud of the album, and everyone seems to be loving it. So we might have a second life here.
Yeah, but maybe Jim leaving the band was a blessing in disguise, because the critics, they say you went like back to the original sound of Pennywise. So maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing a singer, you know, that was such a big part of the band is not a good thing. But at the same time, it was becoming kind of stale, and the communication was breaking down with Jim, and he didn't want to be out on the road, and you know, it was just one thing after another that he wasn't happy about. And you don't want to be in a band with someone that's not happy. So when Zolly came aboard, he's like 110%, you know, his passion on the stage, in the studio, a lot of fighting during the recording, you know, him telling us we're writing bad Pennywise songs, and we're telling him like we know how to write a Pennywise song. We've been doing it for 20 years.
You seem happy.
I'm happy, but I just had a power nap.
Okay, you might not notice, but there are plans to enforce decibel limits of 103 dBs for Belgian festivals, and even less for clubs. What do you think about that?
I think that sucks. Really sucks. We played a festival in Switzerland. I think the dB limit was 95, which is horrible. I was walking by the main stage, and it was like a car stereo. It was so quiet, I couldn't believe it. So what we do is we turn our guitar amps up so loud on stage that they're producing like 105 dB. And so when the dB police come, the sound engineer turns the PA off, and it's still 105, and he says, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. So then they're never going to come to the stage and tell you to turn your amp down. So maybe you're going to get a fine. But I mean, I don't know. It's like what? The government controls our ears now.
Is it true that you've been banned from 10 festivals in the backstage? What did you do then?
Oh, well, at Reading, we ran out of beer, but I knew that Rage Against the Machine dressing room would have a lot, and it was about 4 in the morning, and all the other buses were gone to Leeds. So we went in, and of course we found a big refrigerator full of beer, and we started drinking, and security guards came in and said, you need to get the fuck out of here. And we said, no, you need to get out. So we pushed them out the door, and we pushed the refrigerator against the door, but we pushed too hard, and it went through the wall, and then it got worse from there. But you know, we offered to pay for damages. It's a combination of danger. You know, you put like 5 bottles of vodka and 15 cases of beer in our dressing room. It could be a recipe for disaster. Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. Thank you, and have fun tonight, and be careful.
Thank you.